tonight's little bit of mayhem, a post to a murder, as it were. Now, tonight, you're going to be tricked. You're going to be watching one thing, and something else altogether is going to be going on. Now you see it, now you don't. And it's all very much sleight of hand. It's gimmicks devised to lull you into assuming something that is the narrator for tonight's little bit of mayhem, a post to a murder, as it were. Now, tonight, you're going to be tricked. You're going to be watching one thing, and something else altogether is going to be going on. Now you see it, now you don't. And it's all very much sleight of hand. It's gimmicks devised to lull you into assuming something that... Thank you. Well, I understand all that, but I just thought that...
Go thinking. Let us take you now to the deep south where all is not as it seems. That's you. That's what you're supposed to say. And what was with that scene you just...
Well, no, I just resent it. Yeah.
Ladies,
there, do nothing like you generally do, which is why there's so much dust in the house in the first place. Can't draw in a deep breath without whooping up a dust settle.
oh, sweet mama, don't go poke pistol without me, sweet mama.
You know good and well what pistol, the one you told behind your back there.
Mama, we are suspicious this afternoon.
Has she had a tea yet? Can't get her to. You're toting Fat Daddy's prize side on. Now let me see.
Why, bless my soul, looky here, you're right. Ain't it a charmer there? Who would believe that such a fine piece of metallurgy could be such a dangerous and deadly weapon? Sure could put a hole in somebody if somebody else were paying strict attention. If it was loaded. Right. Has anybody seen the ammo?
And just what do you need that revolver for anyhow?
Fat Daddy?
What?
I just mean that when he gets back home here, he's gonna want something to relax him, and you know how much he dearly loves to load up the trunk and go shoot small animals.
Oh, he does for a fact, especially them possums.
Well. What are you fine ladies doing here on a hot summer afternoon? Sitting here all pretty and things like.
Why, Pete, you need to relax. You're so tense. Look at those muscles. Straining like a wild stallion against the bit.
Savannah!
What?
Now, Miss Savannah, you can look, but don't you touch. You belong to another. Or have you forgotten?
I was dearly hoping you had.
Savannah!
What? I was just playing with the help, just teasing him was all.
Oh, listen to her. Innocent as a new laid egg. You like this all for yourself, wouldn't you, Miss Savannah? Every spare one of us bad that you want to like one of Fat Daddy's dogs. And I caught you too, Miss Hobson, sneaking a peek at me in the fields while I'm working there.
No such thing. Don't you just go flattering yourself. I've got better things to do than waste my time watching you. Think she's God's gift to women. I know your type. No good and never will be.
And that's just what's so exciting, forbidden fruit. You lay awake at night on the couch of heat, and your thoughts always just over wondering where I am, don't
You come one step closer and we're all going to know where you are. There'll be a tombstone on top of you.
See, well, look there. What's that? Fat Daddy's favorite pistol? Just what were you planning on doing with that?
Maybe I was planning on putting a hole in the workforce around here. Don't you listen to her, it ain't loaded.
No, but she is.
Hush up now, all y'all. I hear Earl's truck coming. Fat Daddy's home. Now behave yourselves, all of you. You hear me?
Yeah, see, Mama.
You want us to help Fat Daddy in the house here, sweet mama?
No, you just get handy in case he needs anything. And you girls don't say nothing to upset him. You hear me?
And just how are we supposed to do that? Anytime we say anything, it upsets Fat Daddy.
Well, then don't say nothing. Fat Daddy, is that you?
I have arrived in all of my splendor. Well, I see y'all ain't killed each other off yet.
Oh, here, Fat Daddy, let me help you
You're fine right there, sweet mama. I like to keep a little daylight between the two of us.
Now, Fat Daddy, you can't be suggesting I'm up to some mischief like I wanted to do you bodily harm,
Like you was the one I saw at the top of the stairs after I was shoved to the bottom of the stairs. And that's why I have to wear this. Oh, careful. Don't let me do that again.
I'm sorry, Fat Daddy. I remember my mind was, you just never mind. And remember, Dad's your only son, and right from there, I shall always be beside you.
Stop your sniveling. Look at you. You look like you belong in an aquarium. Stand up straight. Oh, I forget you can't, can you? You ain't got no backbone. And the rest of you, big mama whine, carrying on over me all the time. Why don't you just give it a rest?
Well, that's only because I care about your welfare. Look at this lovely card I done bought you to cheer you up some.
What is that? Just pigs with lipstick?
Well, read what it says inside.
Open it up, boy. Hogs and kisses. Well, I ain't much cheer now.
I just wanted to show you how much all of us love you so, Fat Daddy.
And a man could go to his grave on such love and in a hurry. Well, Savannah, what have you bought in them catalogs today? Something frilly to parade around in front of all the bachelors in the county, if you do care that they're bachelors. And Hyacinth, my loving daughter. Oh, I see you remembered I was coming home. I hope I was gone long enough that you had enough time to go through all my private papers.
Well, I could have used another hour or so.
Complete.
Now look, Fat Daddy, I was just a hired helper right here. Now you can lie to me, you can yell at me, you can beat me, but I'm not gonna let you talk bad to me.
Well, a man of honor, I do declare. Now listen, I got an announcement there. An announcement concerns all of you. I got an attorney coming in tonight.
An attorney? From where?
All that gang of lawyers up there at Widow's Twitch, you know the ones, Earl.
You mean the one with Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, Bubba Joe, Skeeter?
That's the ones. Now, they are sending their brightest legal mind up here to this evening for supper. And afterwards, if we're all still alive, we shall retire to the library to draw up my new will. I knew that'd curl your lips. I just figured if one of you needed to know something in case you needed to have an alibi, in case you wanted to kill somebody. So, you, give me my hall there.
Just what are you gonna do with it?
Well, I think I should have it on or about my person at all times. Earl?
Right here, Fat Daddy. Ain't going nowhere. Give her it back whenever and wherever.
Shut up. Give me that glass of tea over there.
Sure thing, Fat Daddy. And in no time.
I thought I gave you an order.
You know, I don't understand why you got to say all the nasty things about me.
I said shut up.
Oh.
Now that I have everybody's rapt attention, who made this tea?
Why, I did, Fat Daddy, with my very own alabaster and well-manicured hands.
Well, then you drink.
I made it for sweet mama.
Oh, well then, sweet mama.
Now busted.
Well, ain't that a surprise?
There you go again, accusing us all. Don't you know that blood is thicker than water?
Well, it depends on what you're thirsty for. Now listen, the whole treacherous lot of it. When lawyer Devereaux is here tonight, I don't want none of you badgering him about nothing. And remember, I am the expert shot. Earl?
Well, I ain't done nothing.
My cheer! The one with wheels, you poltroon. I do believe I shall stay in the guest room downstairs from now on. Just for my own convenience.
What do you find so amusing?
It seems like me, y'all got until tonight, now don't you?
Whatever do you mean, you slack-jawed but incredibly well-built animal?
Now, Miss Savannah, I'm just saying that after Fat Daddy makes out his new will, it seems like something all you gonna be out in the cold. Maybe I'll leave you.
I don't know, he just did something to me. Well, he's done something to Fat Daddy, too. Y'all notice how Fat Daddy said the announcement included him?
I caught that. Yes, I did.
Also, he's right about something else. Somebody better do something before tonight, before Fat Daddy gets a chance to make out that new will.
You mean before he sees the one that's already in there now?
I do for a fact. One of us better take steps.
One of us? Yeah. But who?
Place. In the next scene, as a matter of fact. So, this entire show. And besides that, I'm just giving you that. Oh, you're not gonna do that.
Savannah, don't do that. Lie of my life, that's how you get shot.
How'd you manage to wrestle Fat Daddy's pistol away from him?
I believe from when he fell asleep in his favorite chair. Wouldn't want it going off accidentally.
Well, besides his pockets, what else you been going through? Maybe his account books, where you've been squandering investments and then hiding with your maps and numbers?
Maybe I was replacing all his jewelry.
Here, remember? Fat Daddy requested my presence. For what? I cannot imagine. Oh my. How you suppose Fat Daddy ever let this out of his greedy grasp?
I didn't want him to hurt himself, that's all.
I figured that's your job, man.
What are you children doing in here?
Nothing, sweet mama.
Oh, they was up to no good, sweet mama. Don't let them con you.
And just what was you up to?
Well, I was up to this pistol here. Ain't it odd though how Fat Daddy's favorite horse prize pistol was found here in the same room with the two lovebirds there?
What? What is the meaning of this? And where's Hyacinth?
She was just outside a moment ago looking at some electric journal.
That's such thing. Why would it be like that?
Well, what do you need that revolver for anyhow?
Well, sweet mama, we was just about to...
The lights! They have gone out!
Hey, Mom, let's go over there.
enjoying our little production, but, well, sometimes these little glitches happen like that every so often. Sometimes the lights don't work correctly, or the heating goes out,
He's dead.
or somebody dies. Have any of you seen Greg? He's dead? He's really dead? I mean, Ted?
As there's a doorknob.
I did wonder why you didn't cut the lights back on. Because Greg wasn't in the booth.
Wait, is that cop still here?
Yeah, good idea. Get him.
Right.
Our next production, which will be our melodrama, opens on the 15th. And we're doing that old standby about the farmer's daughter who works for Alcoa. Curses foiled again. Where did we end?
I got taquitos back there. You can go. What's up?
There. It's Harnell.
You mean this isn't part of the...
Don't you think I would know if it was? Do you ever? Should we go on with the show? How?
Well, I should have known no good was afoot tonight. And when the lights went out, I knew it was before Fat Daddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm. We have everything under control.
I just knew something would happen tonight. I just felt it.
How Fat Daddy ever went to sleep with a nest of vipers is a mystery to me.
He's dead.
But how?
He shot in the chest. Did you see the blood on his shirt?
Lance!
What?
There he is.
And yet somehow I knew one of you villainous creatures will wreak your vengeance on him. Oh, Fat Daddy, you can be ignorant in some ways.
Can't you tell us anything different out here?
Huh?
Where's Arnold anyway?
What? Well, how could somebody murder Fat Daddy?
Hey, Jax!
Over the top?
No, just your usual.
What are you doing?
Well, in the play we cover up Fat Daddy, so I'm covering him up.
But he's not a piano.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Officer, what do we do?
Let me handle this. Ladies and gentlemen, I must ask that no one leaves the theater.
What are you doing?
Keeping everyone together.
You can't hold the whole audience here.
In a murder investigation, I can do anything I want. And I'm pretty sure that he has been murdered.
What? You people changed something, didn't you?
Where's Arnold?
They paid to get in here.
Yes. And now they're all suspects.
Wait, maybe they did. The audience? You can't seriously be suggesting that one of them is a murderer.
I mean, look at them. Especially that one. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in America's Most Wanted.
It's not one of them.
Well, if it's not one of them, it's one of us.
They sure are quiet.
I wonder what they're thinking.
Well, maybe they think this is still part of the play.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I'm just saying, man.
What's going on out here?
I found him. He was locked in the bathroom.
Well, I had a few minutes before I had to come on, so I took a break, and then I couldn't get out. Wait a minute. There's no lock on that door. Just a latch on the inside.
Somebody had shoved a chair up underneath it.
I still say you can't accuse the audience.
Well, it depends. Who was the last person to see Harnell alive?
Well, I saw him just a few minutes ago. I came out on stage over here. Well,
Look, I know you have people working technical, right? You know, lights, sound, that sort of thing.
sure.
Well, I need them out here and right now.
I didn't see you there.
I mean the one out in the hall.
You're what? Lights, sound, props, stage manager?
Yeah.
We're sort of a small group.
I also sell refreshments at intermission and clean up backstage before each show.
Officer, can we get him off the stage, please?
Sure, just roll him out there.
I'll get him.
Wait! fingerprints.
Well, I'm going to be on there. I rolled one of them in first.
I'd be all over it.
And mine. Well, I didn't do
Just put it on the desk.
But I'm almost finished knitting my Afghan.
You're knitting a dog?
Okay, gunshots are heard. It says that during the...
There you go.
Great. Now everyone's fingerprints are on the gun.
Greg's aren't.
Blanche, our run patrol.
That's right, and we don't know anything about him.
Okay. So, did I miss something? I missed something, didn't I?
I still say.
it. Kansas anymore.
Somebody shot him off stage and then he's put him in a wheelchair.
Meaning he was already dead when I rolled him out?
Yes, when you rolled him out.
Let's go back to accusing the audience. What's say?
Son, somebody loaded a pistol with him carrying a pistol.
I mean, yeah, I had the pistol whenever I came on stage. Can you all stop staring at me?
Well, one of you must have seen one of the others.
We see everybody all the time.
To me that you, she, and her aren't implicated yet.
Yet?
We'll see. All right, everyone, just sit tight. I'm going to go phone this in to the forensic boys. Also, I'll go through Hornell's pocket, see if there's anything that sheds any light on the crime. Then we'll get to motives.
What does he mean we're not implicated yet?
That means we'll find something on you later.
Thanks.
Well, that's what I got from it. You asked.
There is nothing to find.
What you needing, Cornell?
2 dinners. We went out to 2 dinners. I was hungry.
You must have been to eat 2 dinners.
It's on 2 different nights, Ajax. Hey, what about Doris? I should have kept my mouth shut when I had the chance. But that's right. She and Hornell went out a lot more than we did.
I warned you about him.
Shut up.
Okay, so we're divorced, but I still worry about him.
Crime of passion. I've seen it on TV 100 times.
Yep, just one big happy family.
I didn't kill him. Well, neither did I. All right, stop. We're not getting anywhere accusing everyone.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't accused everybody.
Oh, so now you think I did it?
No one suspects you, so you'd be the first person I suspect.
What?
You know how it goes. It's always the last person you expect. And who would that be?
I'm back.
Oh, come on. He keeps accusing himself.
Wait a minute. What? Just one little minute here. What about that policeman out there?
What about him?
Well, he was already here.
Yeah, Lynch called him. I did not. Harnell did, I think.
He says Parnell called him. We just have his word for that. Like we only have his word that he's a real policeman.
Well, did anybody ask for credentials? Does anybody here even know what police credentials look like?
Well, duh, silly, I do. Well, look, it's a long record, but it's a badge with a gray card, name, number on it. It's easy.
You know, you fake those, right?
Party pooper.
But that would mean premeditation.
What did she get?
When you met Lois.
Oh, that. Well, I was headed to the prop table, but then I remembered that I didn't remember that I didn't need to go to the prop table.
Oh! Anything yet?
They have me on hold. How do you go around the old oak tree and breathe on years and just still?
Why didn't we do cats?
Thank you. There is Officer Bainbridge.
Did you talk to him?
No, they said he wasn't there. So that could be him.
Did they say anything else?
They did say one thing. Officer Bainbridge is on vacation. So, in Hawaii.
Shh, here he comes.
Well, the forensic boys aren't coming.
What, do they have bingo tonight?
I'll put another call. We'll be by later. They said for everyone to just sit tight and not to leave. Now, here are the items I found in Parnell's pockets.
Well, anything incriminating?
Hard to tell. Apart from a playing card and some notes from you people. We'll go over
Like the rest of us, Dad was in real estate, Axe on the side. He's doing a beer commercial next week. He's done some managerial work and. Wait a minute, I just saw something!
What?
They're gonna have to recast for that beer commercial. Hey, I was up for that. Screw that, I'm going all day.
Whoa! I want everyone to stay put. I want everyone here. Everyone who's a suspect at least. One thing I hate is surprises. Like this. Now what?
Greg the board!
Just a second.
Listen up. If any of you want to examine the evidence I've placed on the desk, go right ahead. I'm open to any suggestions at this point. Only don't touch anything. And one thing more, don't get too comfortable. Because in this business, you just never can tell who's a murderer and who's innocent. Look around. How much do you really know about that person sitting beside you, or in front of you, or worse yet, the one behind you? Look good and look hard. You might just be looking at a killer. We'll see you in 15 minutes when the investigation really gets underway.
Everybody, get off. Some of us more than others, huh, Doris?
You leave her alone.
I've never had to be part of the lineup before.
Oh, it's not that bad. Parking tickets. Jeez.
Hey, Jeff, sometime you really must tell us about your past.
No.
And now would probably be a pretty good time. Wait, where's the kid?
Greg!
I guess they'll hold for a while.
Come on. Now, the director gave me a copy of this show's program.
Okay, programs, don't forget your programs, because if you don't have a program, you won't know the killers from the actual actors.
Feeling better, are you?
You're a little suspicious.
Oh, you don't miss a trick, do you?
Now, Blanche Latour is you.
Right.
Arnold Trumbull.
It's me.
Doris Trumbull.
Present.
You two related?
Yes.
No. Divorced.
Alright. Lois Jacobson.
Here.
Lee Dorsett.
Yep.
Ajax Conroy.
Sort of.
Steve Randall.
Here.
And Greg Marsh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what do you mean, sort of?
I mean, that's my stage name, Ajax Conroy. My real name is Frank.
Frank Conroy?
No, my real name is Ajax Frank. You know, like the wiener, the one you do the dishes with.
Well, if we're being completely truthful,
As truthful as possible, dear.
I guess I have to be honest. It'll probably come out later anyway.
Son, honesty is always a good idea. You know, this isn't a Senate hearing. What aren't you telling?
My name used to be Gregory Marsh Chesterton.
What?
Mother and Parnell were married for a few years. He was my stepfather. They got divorced though, and I hated him. He was always trying to show like what a big man he was, but always doing it by belittling mother. I cannot tell you how many times I laid in bed trying to think of ways to get rid of him.
Ways to kill him?
Sure, came up with 16. Three were pretty good.
He is helpful, isn't he?
I never used a gun. Too easy to trace.
What do you think? Now, who dated Parnell?
She did. She did.
Both of you did?
Now wait a minute. We need to get something straight here before we start volunteering anything. We have our rights, you know.
No. Don't tell me you're a lawyer. I just as soon confess myself than deal with a lawyer.
No, but I play one on TV. Maybe you should confess.
What?
officer. We don't know anything about you.
She's right. You haven't shown us any credentials.
Fine. It's probably a good idea you ask. Most people never do.
Just a second. Ajax, you probably have the most experience with this.
Yep. Badge, gray card with a number. He's legit.
Happy? I'm not. You can't manufacture that almost anywhere nowadays.
What were you doing here earlier already?
Harnell asked me to come. He and I played poker, and I thought he was going to pay up an old IOU.
Yeah, which we only have your word for.
Yeah, and how was Hawaii?
What? Oh, I get it. You phoned the station, didn't you?
I did.
Well, for your information, I haven't left on my trip yet. I just started my vacation.
By investigating a murder?
Look, would it make any sense for me to come here and murder Harnell and then stuck around to investigate it? If I'm not really who I say I am, I could have just shot him and left. None of you know me, right?
He's not a point.
Well, I've never seen him at the station house.
I've seen you.
Oh, yeah, he's legit.
Look, when Harris gets here, he can identify me. He's with forensics.
Why are they not here?
They're coming. They're just off on another call first. Some nightclub burned down and they're investigating.
Which one?
The Queen of Hearts. Now, who dated Harnell? You did?
Yeah, we went out a few times, but I broke it off.
You broke it off.
And he's jealous.
You were jealous?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Yes, I was jealous. I still love my wife, and I don't care who knows it.
Ex-wife, and he really cares who. I broke up with him, and if anybody was heartbroken, it was Harnell. And if anybody was laughing, it was me.
So then he dated you.
Look, we went out to 2 dinners, okay, that was it. And I had to pay for them. Yeah, you can say that again.
Now, when I mentioned the Queen of Hearts, you looked over at her. Thought I missed that, didn't you?
Officer, that was not a big deal. I'd already heard about the fire, that's all.
At the nightclub.
Yes, at the nightclub.
Lois,
What?
it's going to come out. Officer, she and I, we were going by the club.
Well, then that opened a new door.
Are you sure you're not planning this?
It's just going through the effects for the show.
Officer, there's really nothing to it. We were going to buy the club and turn it into a theater and move there from here. That's all there is to it. It's closed.
All except for burning to the ground.
Come on, sit it.
This week.
Have you ever been arrested?
Okay, I've gotten arrested a few times. I thought we cut the sound trick off. Anyway, officer, I've gotten arrested a few times, you know, parking, speeding, streaking in the streets, just a little.
You want to add keeping Tom to that list?
That never made
Hey, break it up right now.
Hey, I just thought of something. What if the murderer thought that Harnell was...
Me?
Yeah, I mean, he was in your chair, right? Harnell could have easily flopped in your chair. He did it all week during the rehearsal. And then what if he covered that? I mean, it would have looked like you.
But who would want to kill me?
Why would I wait till tonight? I could have done that any time.
Oh, yeah?
Here to give them the goods on something. Either they paid up or... Greg!
But wait. We would have heard something, wouldn't we? See something?
Maybe we did see something. Maybe the killer's finished.
Gas place just before Harnell was murdered. He was on the floor. It was like he was looking for something.
Where is he?
Well, he's back here. Wait a minute. I think he's back.
Officer, where are you?
I'm right here. Where are you?
He said, I think he was cautioning someone. Probably me. He said, careful. I distinctly remember hearing him say that. I think he was afraid the back door was going to slam when I went out. And that... Ray!
Lance, get everyone back out here.
It was Arnold. He's the killer. He wasn't sick or anything.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard him talking to someone.
In the bathroom?
Yeah. He must have been making a phone call. He does have a cell. That must mean something.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Just remember.
Why does everyone remember everything in the dark? Not you. You don't move. Hello? She moved.
You're trying to break me. Okay, listen. You're right about the nightclub. There's more to it than that. Cornell was mixed up in it with them.
With who?
Of course, it Blanche. But Blanche had no idea.
But Cornell would know he was in on it with them. Why would they murder him for something he already knew?
So Cornell pushed Lois into a much higher price. Don't you see? And she would have to pay his blackmail, or else he would tell everything he knew to you.
But what did he know about Lois?
That I'm not so sure about. Oh no.
Well,
Are you okay?
I bet you are the killer.
Doris, how can you say that?
I'm going out there.
why are you people doing this? Huh?
They're actors. They do it all the time.
Well, it's stupid. I get so sick of it. Plays, books, movies, it's always the same thing. There's a killer on the loose, so what does everybody do? They run around in the dark. Who writes this stuff?
Well, we try not to deal directly with writers unless we have to.
Well, I'm not surprised. They never show these things how they really go down. Somehow just in time for someone named Sir Chauncey to hand over the murder weapon and a weeping, repentant murderer. And when that cop does show up, I guarantee you it's going to be some kind of overweight, middle-aged, out-of-shape, mouth-breathing, donut-eating alcoholic with a receding hairline and ill-fitting clothes.
Now, call me crazy, but weren't you eating a couple of...
Get out of here, don't ever, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm going to need you to get all the way off my back about it. Like I said, the cop's babbling, stumbling all over the stage, mixing up his lines. They sent me because I was in the area. You know, that kind of thing. And then, when he's finally allowed to get to work, and do his job, he misses all the main clues and gets sent on a wild goose chase. Stop it! Good Lord!
Okay, we're all here. Now, where do we go from here?
The forensic team just showed up. They're looking at Harnell right now.
Fine, just...
Yeah, but what about what he said before? If he murdered Harnell, why did he stick around?
Because he is a cop. We all saw him here, and now that we know that he's legit, it's gonna look really peculiar for Harnell to be shot, and then if he left.
That's true, and also he would have known all the ins and outs of covering up his tracks.
Yeah.
Good point. And his fingerprints would be on everything along with ours. It's true. I think it's him.
But we're jumping to conclusions here.
Well, I'll say it again. If it's not him, it's one of us.
Okay. These boys are just getting started, except for everyone to just sit tight.
Dad, I remember seeing someone leave during the first blackout. I saw them going to the corner and that's all I saw.
Do you have any questions?
I wonder, did anybody leave during the first blackout?
Did anyone leave during the first blackout?
I don't remember the first blackout.
Now she's already blacked out.
I was in the back.
Anyone else? How about over here? Any questions for our suspects? Anyone at all? Well, it looks like we've taken this about as far as we can go.
Okay, now wait a minute. They can question us, but we can question them?
Yeah.
Fine. Go ahead.
All right.
problem, isn't it?
Very suspicious. What about you, sir?
I am a sleeping observation. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes.
I mean, either Blanche or Lois.
Probably, but that doesn't make sense. According to Steve, the deal hadn't gone through yet, and as we all know, the nightclub burned down. But it couldn't have anything to do with Blanche or Lois. They hadn't closed the deal yet, right? Right.
Parnell told me he had a letter published in the magazine and he sent me a copy. I was just letting him know that I got it. See, his time had come.
Cute. Do I pay you or City Hall? Cleat. You play Cleat?
Yeah, I played Lead, but it was a game like Lead. I played poker with them too. Just like you, Officer Bainbridge.
When will you stop padding your part, sweet mama?
God, isn't that true? He was always rewriting his line.
Look, I'll cut this short.
On the table from me, I had it all planned out. It was just like you said, I was the only one that knew that the chair was going to be empty, and I had the gun.
Didn't I see you put it on the prop table whenever I rolled you off?
That was part of the plan. I wanted you to see that. You know, Harnell had that big speech before he got off stage. And then when he got up, and I picked up Harnell, and I put him back in the chair. And then I went and I went to the bathroom. And I had to have an airtight alibi, so I rigged the chair.
And how did you manage that?
I use that nickname. I took the chair and I tied some yarn right in front of that chair. And I ran the yarn through the keyhole in the door with the needle. And then I pulled the yarn and pulled that chair ever so gently up under that knob. And then I guess I dropped the needle somewhere. So you see, officer, when you look at it that way, it's easy, right?
That is the most ridiculous story I've ever heard.
Oh.
First of all, there's no keyhole in the bathroom door. And even if there were, this ain't going through it. And second, you didn't murder anyone, did you? No. You're just covering for someone. Someone you love very deeply, even though you're divorced.
Now, wait a minute.
See, I knew he would try something like that. And as I said, I've already examined everything backstage. That's how I knew about the keyhole, or should I say, lack of a keyhole. What I want to know is... Wait a minute. Harnell did see you. He wasn't blinded by the darkness after all, was he?
This is all circumstantial. You're totally making it up.
You said that Harnell said something as he was leaving.
Yeah, he said carefully.
Did he? Or did he say, carefully? Harnell was right after all. At the top of the show, he said, never assume. You sent that note to Harnell as a threat, but you knew it would come out, and when it did, you had to keep the answer all set, that thing with the magazine. You assumed after answering our questions, we'd move along to someone else as a suspect. And I did, for a while.
Lee? Okay.
What?
I could bet Harnell deserved it, and you all know it. Any one of you would have done it. Only I did. I just got tired of him using me. He played me for a sucker. He used me to get information on all of you. He laughed at me.
And he made you pay for your own dinners too.
You want to know the funny thing, though? I didn't mean to kill him. I just wanted to scare him. He wasn't supposed to see me. Don't you see? I didn't want to kill him. I just wanted him to know that he couldn't pull his stunts on us anymore. I didn't plan to
But he did see you.
That's right. He saw me and I shot him and he fell in a chair. And that's when I heard Arnold talking in the bathroom and I got the ID. I replaced the gun and I shoved the chair over the door. Now, don't anybody move and I'll just make it the exit if you don't mind.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh, don't try that old trick about one of your men standing behind me. I will shoot, I warn you.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Don't come any closer.
The gun is unloaded.
I reloaded it. Don't.
She didn't shoot.
She couldn't. As I said, the gun was empty.
How did you know I didn't reload it?
Calculated guess. You planned this caper very carefully, and that included what would come after the shooting. You knew that the first thing the police would look for is the rest of the live ammo. You couldn't risk having more bullets found on you. That's why you brought only the one, didn't you?
Shut up.
You see, I knew that the pistol was missing. I was hoping that someone would make a grandstand play, and I figured that with this group, it was only a matter of time. Afters. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Officer Cambridge!
What about the truth?
Lee Dorset! Steve Randall! AJ And I am your local director and host, Blanche Latour. Thank you and good night.
Okay.